What's up, my little flowers? Welcome back to hell, and welcome to part 2 of this video. In this video, we'll be finishing out our ranking of all the BTS albums, with the exception of some of the Japanese albums. If you missed part 1, I'm sure that I'll link it in the description, or it's the video right before this one on my channel. Because this is the second part, I don't really feel the need to give another heavy disclaimer or intro. All my disclaimers are in part 1, okay? Basically, just know that I love all the BTS music and the members, and I respect each and every song and the work that goes into them, even the ones that I ranked lower. We're actually getting into some of my favorite songs in this part, so that's exciting. Okay, I guess that's all I have to say before we start. If you want to hear me talk about how we hit 800 subscribers and the upcoming videos, we'll discuss those at the end. As always, I hope you enjoy the video. The Butterfly Prologue is going to go right here. I don't think that the Butterfly Prologue has the rap line in it. I don't remember. The Butterfly Prologue is very slow. It has more piano and strings, if I remember correctly, which creates this atmosphere that I just like a lot more. Of course, I like the original Butterfly with the rap line in it. I think it's very good, but with this kind of strings and piano and like, it's just very atmospheric. It's very, very pretty. Fire. Another iconic song. Fire is just another banger. Yoongi biases have to like this because of how he starts it off. It has an iconic chorus, it has an iconic dance, and let's take a moment to appreciate how Jin looks in this era. We haven't talked about him yet. He looks fantastic. This is Jin's era. Save Me. Save Me is very good. Save Me has that music video that is the one shot. It's one shot. Yeah, I'm right. It's one shot. So it's very well done. The choreography to watch in that video is very interesting and very, very fun to do. Save Me is just a great song. It's another iconic banger. It is top tier songs. Young Forever, the epilogue. I said what I said. It's up here. It makes me so depressed, but I like songs that make me depressed. I can't grasp the concept of aging more than death. Like, I understand death more than I do aging. Aging bothers me more than the idea of dying. And the idea that everyone, even BTS, will one day have to stop what they're doing. Like, you can't be in the career that you're in forever. It's so sad, but you want to hold on to it as long as you can. You want to hold on to it forever. Intro, Boy Meets Evil. It's iconic. It has Hobie's dance, like his iconic dance in it. It starts one of my favorite albums. You'll see that the entire Wings album is ranked very, very highly. The instrumental is so good, and I think it's Jungkook's vocals on it also great alongside Hobie. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, baby. Y'all know this song's iconic. I don't have to spell it out for you. This song is so good. The choreography, the vocals, the rap, the looks, the music video, the concept, everything is so top tier. It is such an aesthetically pleasing song. I love it so, so, so much. And I don't feel like I have to explain it any more than that because 99% of you love it. Begin. Another iconic song. What did I say? I love the Wings album. They're all top tier. Begin is Jungkook's solo song. It is very cute with the meaning about, like, for his members. It's a song for his members and, like, how they practically raised him. It's such a cute concept, and it actually will make you cry. Like, the first time I heard it, I remember crying to it. Very depressing. Yeah, I love this song. I think it's very good. Jungkook always has great solo songs. Lie. This is Jimin's solo song. Lie, another iconic song. Jimin's vocals on it, outstanding. Again, I don't feel like I have to tell you guys about this because this is one of the most popular BTS / like Jimin songs of all time. Like, it's one of the first songs that people who get into BTS listen to, and for good reason. It's very good. It has very good vocals on it. Stigma. This is V's solo song off the Wings album. Again, what did I say? All top tier songs on this album. It has V's deep voice in it. I am a huge fan of like R&B or slower jazz type of music. It's so good. And the high note that he does, iconic. First Love, this is Yoongi's solo song. It's great. It's iconic. First Love, it's my bias, so I have to like the song. I mean, pretty much it was a guaranteed win. It has beautiful piano. I love piano. It's one of my favorite instruments of all time. And it's such a sweet but sad song. And the background instrumental is really what makes it. It's so great. Also, can we talk about who raps over classical music? This man. It's great. It makes me cry. I will say, though, you will see when we get to the other Suga solo songs here, like Seesaw and Shadow, they will rank pretty high. They'll rank up here. Spoiler alert. So First Love, I guess technically is my least favorite out of his solo songs, but it's still great. Reflection. Reflection is RM's solo song off the Wings album. I like Reflection. It does sound a bit like the Mario underwater level of Mario, I think 64. I think it's Mario 64. I do like the beat, strangely, even though it sounds like the underwater level. It's catchy. I do think it sounds a lot like his mixtape or his playlist, like whatever you want to call it, mixtape playlist, Mono, which I'm a huge fan of Mono. It's a great playlist. Love it. Mama, this is J-Hope's solo song. I mean, it just sounds like J-Hope. It's so nice for his mom, not to mention that, and it makes me like so happy after crying for the past 5 or 6 songs. Like literally the past solo songs have all been depressing, and Hobie's like, I'm here to be the sunshine in this album. I'm here to make you stop crying, but only for a little bit, because we will get back into the crying soon. And here we are once again at the crying with Jin, my guy. I was just starting to get happy, and now you're making me cry again. Okay, Jin always has some of the best solos. I would say everyone has some of the best solos because they're all like top tier, but Jin's are the ones that just become iconic. Like, we take these songs and just blow them through the roof, and rightfully so. He deserves it. A vocal king. Love him to death. Awake is, I think, the least popular out of all of his solo songs. Out of like Moon and Epiphany, I think Awake is played the least, if I remember correctly, but it's still great. It's still top tier, and I will still have it played at my funeral. Lost is very good. It is slept on a lot. It doesn't get enough credit because the chorus is very catchy. I like it. Cypher Part 4. It is the best cypher to me. It is my favorite cypher. I think it's very, very good. Yoongi's rap in Cypher 4 is always going to kill me. No question about it. Am I wrong? Are you going to sit there and tell me that I'm wrong? Am I Wrong is such a good song that y'all sleep on. Y'all sleep on this song, and I know for a fact that a lot of armies don't like the yee-haw-ness of this song, but I love it. It has a great high note, and I said what I said about it. It's a great song. You can be mad all you want. It's top tier, and it deserves to be where it is. 21st Century Girl. It's another good song, but I'm gonna be honest, Misogyny just slaps more. Pun intended. I like this song. It makes me kind of want to jump around. It's very, very good. But I know I listened to it to cancel out the misogyny of War of Hormone, but War of Hormone just hits harder. But it's still iconic. 2-3 is my least favorite song off of the Wings album. It's not a bad song, I like it, but it's my least favorite off the album. I do think it has a very good meaning to it. Interlude Wings. Great. It's a great way to wrap up the album. It encompasses the whole album's message. I think it was a great way to end it. Very well done. It is another iconic song. Spring Day. I mean, do I have to talk about her? We all know where she's going. Straight to the top. Spring Day is beautiful. The meaning behind it, it actually does make me cry a lot. So it has so many movie and literary references in it. And as an English major, that just makes me cry. I remember having to read Omelas. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm so unclear. But Omelas, it's a book or a short story that I had to read in the last year of college. My previous year, my sophomore year, I'm about to enter my third year, and I had to read Omelas last year. I remember reading it, and I remember thinking, oh my gosh, this is the thing in Spring Day. And if you read that book, it does very much carry a similar message to what's trying to be said in Spring Day. It's a beautiful concept. Everyone looked great in this era. It is absolutely iconic. I mean, it has not left the charts for a reason. Not Today is a banger. Not Today makes me want to be in a mosh pit, and I can't explain it. Okay, this is going to go right... where is it? Here. A Supplementary Story, You Never Walk Alone, has a very beautiful meaning, and it's very comforting, but I just don't listen to it that much, so that's why it's ranked here. Intro, Serendipity. Jimin's vocals are just chef's kiss on this. I mean, I just feel like falling when I'm listening to this song. It's so good. DNA did a lot for BTS overseas, like especially here in America. This is really, although they were popular in America before DNA, you know, with people who really liked K-pop, DNA is where they popped off in like mainstream American industry. This is not my favorite title track, but I do think it's very catchy. And let me also say, this is V's era of looks. I mean, he looks so good here for no reason. It's impossible to put my finger on what it is about this era that made him look that good, but something changed. Something changed in this, and this man just said, oh, I'm here to be everyone's bias. Best of Me is good. It's a song that I did forget about, but it's always great when I find it again. Yoongi's part in this bangs. No excuse for it. Dimple, iconic. It's an iconic song right next to Pied Piper, its sister. The choreography, iconic. The wordplay in it is so fun. It just bangs. It, again, another song that's great. We're really getting into the era that's just like every song's good. I mean, what do you want me to do about it? Pied Piper is iconic, and you guys know that. The fan cams of this song alone are so good. They are some of the best fan cams of BTS out there. This song really called all of us out, and it shouldn't bang that hard, but the vocals are immaculate. The second verse with V and Yoongi and Hobi, bang. They hit so hard. This is one of my favorite songs, and it was one of my favorite songs off the album before the performances and fan cams even came out, but then the fan cams came out and like it took it to a new level. Mic drop. Now keep in mind, this is not the Steve Aoki, I'm sorry for mispronouncing his name. This is not his remix, so it's not the one that has the music video. It's not the one that we all listen to, so don't get confused. That one is here, so we will rank that one in a minute. This one is the one that does not have the remix. I like it, it's good, but it's not as good as the remix to me. I do prefer the remixed version with the music video, so I just don't listen to this one as much. I hardly ever listen to it, because if I'm going to listen to Mic Drop, I'll just listen to the remix version. Go Go is just a cute, fun time. It's iconic, it's very fun, but it is ranked a little bit lower in comparison to some of the other songs on the album because it's on a very good album. So it's a cute song. I'll pull it out from time to time. Outro, Her. It's a great outro. It's a very, very, very good outro. It's just a straight vibe. That's all I have to say about it. C is the hidden track off the album. The instrumental alone makes me depressed when it comes on. And when it comes on, it better be raining outside for me to listen to this. It is kind of about their hardships and like making it, but still kind of lost in what they're doing or lost in the sea. It's very good. If you haven't heard it, I think most armies have heard it, but it is a hidden track, so if you have not heard it, go and look at it. It's very, very good. I highly recommend you listen to it. Intro Singularity is V's solo song. It's so good. I live for R&B V. The choreography in this is iconic. The one where he like has the hand that looks like another person is there. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So the stages for this were always good. Fake Love. I like Fake Love. It's another iconic song. The choreo for it is great. V and Yoongi, this is their era. They pop off. But this is also everybody's era. Fake Love is so good for no reason. It hits so hard. The Truth Untold. This is a vocal line song. The Truth Untold is very, very depressing. It's heartbreaking. It has an iconic performance to it. Very sad. Very sad lyrics. If you want to cry, go and look at The Truth Untold. Pluto. This series of numbers. Pluto. It's very good. Suga's rap in how it kind of fades in or out. It was great. I love that. I love the idea and meaning of this song. Y'all do sleep on this one as well, I will say that. I did go through a phase with this song where it was like one of my favorites off the album, but now I just kind of like casually listen to it, but it does still hold a special place in my heart. Paradise is pretty much right alongside it. Paradise is a very important song to me. It has a great meaning, kind of like it's okay for your dreams to change because you're already in paradise just by breathing. It helped me a lot during high school when I was very unsure of myself and unsure of where I wanted to go in life, so very good. Love Maze is great. I love this song. Love Maze is just a vibe kind of time. And I mean, the meaning is pretty straightforward, ironically straightforward. Love is confusing. It is this huge maze. Magic Shop. Magic Shop is so good. It's another iconic song from them. It does make me cry, and I do want a music video for it. I want a music video of like the galaxy, and I want it so much. It comforts me that like the idea that there's this tiny magic shop where I can go and put away worries and just sit there and just drink some tea. Like, it's so cute, and I'm gonna cry talking about this song. That's how cute it is. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull some of these songs up here and casually just put them here. They're not in the I'm Sorry tier, don't freak out. These are good songs, they're not going here, but I'm putting them here so we can look at them to discuss them. So, Airplane Part 2. Airplane Part 2, here. It's so good. It's just a Hobie kind of vibe. It is his song for sure. And the stages for Airplane Part 2 are so good. There are the choreography with like the mic stands and the chairs. It's very, very interesting to watch. Anpanman, I like that song. I know there's some people who don't like it. I like it. It's just a banger. I just want to jump to it. It makes me happy, and it does have auto-tuned rap, which I'm not usually the biggest fan of auto-tuned rap, like overly auto-tuned rap, but it works on this song. So What? It's another great song. I want to play it in like a K-pop only club, like a club that only plays K-pop, because it is impossible to stay still to this song. And it is another song that's kind of slept on. RM's verse in it is particularly good. Outro Tier is so good to me. To me, I like Outro Tier better than any of the ciphers, which might be an unpopular opinion. Not that the ciphers are bad, I just like Outro Tier a lot. Like a lot. Like Yoongi's mumble rap in it is so good. And the wordplay on tier or tear and Hobie's verse, iconic. Overall, if you go and listen to that song, there's so many elements about it that make it great. Again, we're gonna pull some of these songs up here. Don't worry, I'm not ranking them this low, so don't freak out. The entire Love Yourself album is not going here. I'm just pulling these here so we can look at them to rank them. Euphoria. It is a Jungkook solo song. It has an iconic stage performance with him. It's the one where he like goes up in the air and flies around the entire stadium. It makes me so happy to listen to the song and very hopeful, and I just kind of want to drive around to this. I mean, he had no reason to hit this hard with this song. I literally feel euphoria when I listen to it. Trivia Just Dance is so good. It fits Hobie so well, and this song literally does just make me want to dance. Trivia Love, this is RM's solo song, is another song that I love. He's just so good on this. He sings on it. The ending just hits so hard, it bangs. Trivia Seesaw. This is Yoongi's trivia off of the Love Yourself album. It is my favorite trivia off the entire album. Adora's vocals on the ending of it, I think it's Adora that does the vocals, are so good. Yoongi sings on it, and I'm so sick of this man saying he can't sing when he does this kind of shit. The beat and the production on it are so good. I mean, it's just a nostalgic feeling. The fan cams are great of this. The concept of like being stuck in a relationship like a seesaw where both of you know it's bad, both of you want to get off, both of you are tired, but neither one of you wants to get off the seesaw, or neither one of you knows who's going to leave the relationship unbalanced first. He just popped off with this song. Epiphany. This is Jin's solo song, and I said what I said. Epiphany is an iconic song, and you guys have to recognize that. Like, Jin's not even my bias in the group, and he is this high in this ranking. He is a vocal legend, a vocal king. This song does make me cry. It is hands down the best solo on the album. It's a literal epiphany. It has such a great message of, I'm the one I should love in this world. It makes me so proud of just everyone, and I think BTS would agree that Epiphany is an iconic song. I'm Fine is Save Me's sister song, and it's very good. It's not as good as Save Me to me, but it's still pretty good. I think the rap line really does very, very well on this song. Idol. Now, Idol did a lot for them, like in terms of having Nicki Minaj on it. Now, this is not the version with Nicki Minaj, but Idol did a lot for them in the Western market, specifically in the American, like United States market. It did a lot. It was very important for them culturally, like with the stuff that they showed. It's just not my favorite title track of theirs. I still listen to it, but I just got very tired of it very fast. It is a great eye-catching video though. I guess I did say Idol was my least favorite when I told you guys what my favorite and least favorite title track from each group was, but looking at this now, I guess No is technically my least favorite, even though I like that song a lot. Okay, again, we're gonna pull more of these up here. Don't don't have a panic attack. Answer Love Myself. Answer Love Myself is another iconic song for them. It has a great message, and I think it was supposed to be a song that like encompassed the entire album, and it does, of the theme of like loving yourself is the most important, and how ARMY and BTS mutually show each other how to love themselves. Ironically, I think this was supposed to probably be meant as like the theme song of the album, but ARMY just took Jin's solo song Epiphany and just ran with it and said, nah, this is the theme song, we're taking this. Mic Drop's remix, the actual Steve Aoki version, is easily one of my favorites. It's so much better than just the original Mic Drop to me. The rap line pops off on it, and yes, I will crash my car to this song. Idol with Nicki Minaj, I think this is the right one. It's a little bit better than the other Idol, I think, just because it adds something to it. But I'll listen to either one. I'll switch them up. DNA's like LA remix, I like a lot. A lot of people don't listen to this or haven't listened to this, but I like it a lot. It has a like rock sound. It is very generic sounding rock, but it's very good. I take any excuse to have rock in K-pop and run with it. And this song is slept on a lot, and I would pay exorbitant amounts of money to see this in concert. The Fake Love rocking vibe mix is better than the original Fake Love to me. I'm sorry. Some people are going to disagree. Some people are going to have a fit about that in the comments, but it's just so good. I just like rock music too much. Heartbeat, it is a song off of their soundtrack for the app that they had. It's so cute. It's just a cute little song in the music video where they like all had different jobs. I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about. And the vocals on this song. Dream Glow featuring Charlie XCX. I like Charlie XCX, like some of her music. I've listened to some of it. It's pretty good, but I just don't think that it fit on this song to me. I don't listen to this that much. It's very catchy, but I did get very tired of it very quickly. I don't think that her voice sounded perfect on this to me. It is still something that I'll listen to. It's still a cute time, but it is my, I think, least favorite out of all the collabs that they did on this album, or soundtrack, I guess I should say. A Brand New Day featuring Zara Larsson. I am actually going to rank that lower than Dream Glow just because I don't remember it as much as I do Dream Glow, because I didn't listen to it as much. Again, the chorus was just not my favorite, but I think in comparison to Charlie XCX, Zara Larsson's voice did fit very, very well with the members that were on this song with her, and I like her music as well, so no hate to either of them. I love both of them and their music. I think it's very good. All Night featuring Juice WRLD. Y'all sleep on this song, and it's a crime. There are plenty of you that haven't heard this song, and that is a crime. This bangs so hard. The chorus slaps. All of them on it sound great. Juice WRLD, RM, Yoongi, they all sound great on it. It's a great song. It's so catchy. Let Go is one of the Japanese songs that I will be covering. It is an original song off of their album, I think, Face Yourself. Let Go is so good, and I will cry to this a lot. Like, you guys really do not listen to this song. You guys sleep on this for real. This song has to be played at my funeral. I mean, come on. This song is so good. And if you've never heard of it because maybe you just don't take the time to listen to Japanese releases, this one won't disappoint you, I promise. Intro Calling is very pretty instrumentally, but because there are no voices, just music, I do have to put it in the like lower than the songs that actually have voices and lyrics to them. I do have to put it there. So that's the only reason it's there, but I do think instrumentally it's very pretty. Same thing with, we'll go ahead and do outro, The Journey. I do like the outro a little bit more, but again, because it has no voices on it, I do have to put it down here in this tier. Stay Gold. Stay Gold is very good, but the beginning of this song has been ruined for me by TikTok, like the off-key version. You guys know what I'm talking about? Usually used in those videos where y'all are abusing the hell out of the Mattel dolls. It has ruined it for me. But this is such a pretty music video, I think, and I do really like the song. If I can get over the initial first 10 seconds that remind me of the TikToks of you guys literally doing horrendous hate crimes to your dolls. Lights is another Japanese song. This is a whole Japanese album right here. I really like Lights. I think it had a very pretty, like, cool music video of them being in the theater, and I think it was a cute song. It's just a song that I don't think a lot of people listen to a lot. It's not one that people go back to a lot, but I like it and I appreciate it. Your Eyes Tell. Let's get this straight. This song is immaculate. It has beautiful vocals, beautiful lyrics. I'm in love with this song, and I have cried to this as well. A lot. Okay, so now we go into some solo works and some collaborations before we get into the final few albums. Firstly, we're going to start with Seoul, which is RM's song, like one of his big songs off of his mixtape Mono. I love that entire mixtape or playlist, whatever you want to call it, and Seoul is so pretty. I really, really like it. It just has such like a rainy day vibe to it. I absolutely love it. August D is very, very good. This was the first of Yoongi's solo albums, projects. I don't believe is on Spotify. Like, I was looking for it on Spotify, this song, and I didn't see it, but it's very fast rap. It's very impressive, but it is ranked a little bit low. It's in the iconic instead of the bust this out at my funeral, solely because of the line A to the G to the U to the STD. That is it means something different in English than it does to people who don't speak English, and I'm not clowning him for that. He's great on this. Very impressive rapping. It does make me want to light stuff on fire. I can never say this song name, but you guys know what it is. Shut up, stop bullying me in the comments. This is another banger. It has an iconic video, and it's very beautiful in the art sense, and if you play this at my funeral, which you will because it's on the funeral playlist, I will rise from the grave. Like, this is the song that will resurrect me. Like, we play all of these songs to be sad and mourn me, maybe bust it down a little bit, but you play this, I'm coming back. Here we have Daydream, which is Hobie's solo song. Daydream is very, very good. I like it. It once again just sounds like Hobie, and he sings on this as well, and it's my favorite part of the song. I love the chorus. It's so catchy. It just makes me want to dance down the street. This is very energetic, just happy. Winter Bear is a V solo song. It's not on an album or anything. It's just a song that he did. It's so cute. Give me the album, V, please. Please, all I'm asking for is just a taste of the album. Just a taste of the mixtape, please. Sweet Night. This is a song done by V for a drama OST. It's a drama that's on Netflix, and it's actually one of the K-dramas that I haven't seen yet. It's so pretty. It's so good, and I will cry to this as well, and I won't apologize for putting this high. It deserves to be here. Okay, V's other solo song, 4 O'Clock. Let me just go ahead and bring this to where it belongs. This is so pretty. Like, I will sit and cry over this, hands down. And I also will do homework to this. Like, it's one of those songs that's very good to put on in the background if you're doing homework. And RM, like, sings on it. Come on now. And also, isn't this song about Jimin? I think it's like, it might be this song. I might be thinking of another song, but I know there's one song V wrote that was like about Jimin after they had gotten in an argument. I think over dumplings. I can't remember. But either way, this song's really cute and I love it a lot. 8 featuring Suga. This is an original song by IU. So not a BTS song, but it was such a good collab that I had to put it on this list. It is top tier. I love this song. I love IU's voice. I think it's very great, and we're not here to rank IU songs, but I did have to put this on here, like I said, because it's an iconic collaboration. I think this song just makes me cry. His verse on it is so good. The meaning behind it, if you look into like what the song's about, is so heartbreaking and so pretty, and everything about it's great. Overall, it was really, really good. I think Yoongi shined on it, and 10 out of 10. Abyss. This is, I believe, Jin's solo song that he released. I said what I said. A vocal king. Jin is a vocal king. I mean, what else can you ask for? The high notes in this song are amazing. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. Tonight is another song by Jin, another solo song, I believe. Again, vocal legend strikes back. I mean, he can't be stopped. This song is so depressing, though, so just fair warning, if you're gonna listen to this, be prepared to cry. Promise by Jimin is gonna go right underneath Stay Gold. This might agitate some people because it's not up here, but it's purely down here because I haven't listened to it as much. I actually have only heard it once or twice because I didn't even realize that it was released until recently. Like, I've never heard this song. I guess it's because, like, I don't keep up with stuff that's released on SoundCloud a lot unless, like, they become really big. Like, there's some solo songs like Still With You, Jungkook's Still With You. It became really, really big. This did, I think, as well, but something was going on with me during that era, and I just I missed this. and I'm ashamed that I missed it because it is really good. Jimin's vocals on it are perfect, but I mean, what else do we expect from him? Like, come on, like we thought we were gonna show up and get bad vocals? Whatever, in our dreams. He promises to deliver only the best vocals. Like I said, Still With You is a song by Jungkook. It is another song that was released, I think they released them on SoundCloud, I could be wrong. I always just find the lyric videos on YouTube, so I think they released them on SoundCloud. Oh, watch me be wrong. Still With You is so good. I really like it as a solo song. It just has a vibe to it. It's like an aesthetic song, and I know a lot of people have taken the song and made like aesthetic remixes or like audios, like you're listening to this in a coffee shop and they like distort the audio to make it sound like that. Like, I really like those types of videos, and this song fits perfectly in that. That's all I have to say. Like, honestly, just punch me in the face with your voice. That's what happened. Dang, I forgot wasn't even on an album. I think I might be wrong, but I looked it up because I feel like in my head Dang was released on an album, and then I went and looked it up to find what album it was a part of, and it was like, they were like, no, it wasn't part of an album. Huh? I'm like real confused on that. I could have sworn this was like, because it's album level quality, so I was like confused as to why it wasn't on the album. I don't really have much to say about it. It's a catchy, like fun song and a fun performance. Every time I hear Dang or any of the cyphers or Tear, like any of the rap line songs that are iconic, I automatically think of V. Like, just give that man one shot at being in the rap line. Please, just let him have one shot. Can we do a cypher part 5 just for him? Like, that would make his whole year. I know it would. Who? This is originally by Love. I pronounce it Lauv. I know other people pronounce it differently, but it was his song, and it was featuring JK and Jimin. It, again, like IU's song, is not a BTS song, but it's such a good collab and one of my favorites that I absolutely did have to put it on this list. I like the whole vibe of this song. It's just great. I'm a huge fan of some of Lau's other songs anyway, and then you add his voice to these two, and it was just pure perfection. Like, it just bangs. Intro Persona is going to go right here in the iconic tier. Intro Persona is another banger. It's a great intro. It's one of my favorites. I really remember this era really, really well, and probably because, one, it's very recent, but two, it was like during a time when I really needed this album. I think it was my senior year of high school it was released. Yeah, this song just helped me a lot through a lot of stuff, and this whole album did, so I'm a huge fan of this album. Boy With Love featuring Halsey, however you want to pronounce it. I switch it up. I say Halsey. This song I'm a huge fan of, and I went into this song not thinking that I was going to be. I remember when they announced it or teased it, I remember watching the teaser and I was really worried. Not because I think that Halsey has like a bad voice. I like a lot of her songs, so I knew that she was a good singer and she sounds good on all kinds of different tracks, but I didn't know how her voice would mix with BTS, and I was also worried, like, how are they gonna mix her in? Because like when Nicki Minaj was brought on Idol, you knew she was going to have a rap verse because she's a rapper. But with Halsey, it was like, well, is she going to sing on just the chorus, or is she going to have a verse, or what's happening? So I was very worried going into it. But as soon as I watched it when the video was released, I mean, I fell in love with it. I play this a lot more than I would like to admit because it is an overplayed song by them, I know. But it's worth it. It just bangs so much. I continue to go back to it. Like, it's an iconic song. Yoongi's rap in this just makes it. It sells it. Like, it's already a good song, and then he raps on top of it, and it just sends it to orbit. Microcosmos is such a pretty song. I might even be pronouncing it wrong. It might be Microcosmos, or I think it's Microcosmos. I don't know. It's a very pretty song, though. I think the stages for this are always beautiful every time they perform it at award shows or anything. I think it was always very pretty, and it just overall makes me happy, and that's all I really have to say about it. It's just a very pretty experience and one of my favorite songs of theirs. Make It Right. This is the version without Lauv. We're not going to be ranking his version, but I have heard it and I do enjoy it, so don't think that I'm ignoring it. I think this song is just very catchy. It's like just a vibe, and it has very light vocals on it, like very airy, I guess you could say, and I really like that kind of stuff. So this was a song that was definitely up my street. Home. Now y'all know this song bangs. Y'all know this song bangs. Hold on. This song is so good for no reason. Home just bangs. I mean, everything about it. The beat is catchy. Like, the lyrics, the rap, the vocal. I mean, it's all so good. And can we talk about the iconic line? Like, they say, mi casa. They literally say mi casa. Spanish Kings, perhaps? Jamais vu, opposite of déjà vu, if I remember correctly. Jamais vu is very, very pretty. It is the definition of a subunit that I didn't know that I needed in my life. But now that it's here, I'm so happy, and I wish that this subunit would, like, continue to make subunit songs. It's not crazy sad, but it's not, like, crazy happy. I don't know how to explain it. It's just very, like, peaceful. Dionysus is Greek, I believe. Might be the Roman god. I think it's Greek. Oh, it's been a while since I've had Greek and Roman mythology. I have to take a bunch of mythology courses this year because I have to be able to teach it to people. I am a huge fan of mythology, but I say that and yet I can't remember if he's Greek or Roman. I think he's Greek. But either way, I know he was the god of, like, wine and, like, all this stuff, like, people associate him with partying and stuff. He was the god of a lot of other different stuff, but people mainly associate him with those two. Going into this album, I saw the name, I recognized it as a god from mythology, and I freaked out. I was like, oh, what is this gonna sound like? And it did not disappoint. This song is a straight banger. It is so good. The bop of the century, I might say. I love this. It's such a good performance. The vocals on it are insane. Like, near the end, do y'all hear those notes? Near the end, they pop off. This song is so good, and I think the stages for it are great as well. Interlude Shadow. This is Suga's solo song off of the Map of the Soul 7 album. It's right up here with his other solo song. It's just below Seesaw because I do think I've listened to Seesaw just a tad bit more, but it is very high for a solo song. I love Interlude Shadow. It is one of my favorite songs by him. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. It has such good lyrics and meaning behind it, and it's such a good video. Like, you can continue to go back to the video and analyze stuff, like, and stuff that you missed on your 10th watch. Like, you'll find it on your 11th watch. The lyrics are meaningful and powerful. It does time to time make me cry if I think about the lyrics too much, but I love it. I think he goes absolutely off in this song, and I want more of this, please. Black Swan. Now, if you have watched my other videos, you know how I feel about Black Swan. You already know. You know where it's going. Straight to the top. Black Swan is that bitch, and I said what I said. Black Swan is iconic. It is my favorite song of theirs. It should have been up for a Grammy. Now, I understand why it wasn't, right? Because obviously put the English songs forward to the English Academy rather than the Korean song. It makes sense. But I think if the song would have been in English, and I'm not saying I want it to be, I think it did beautifully and perfect in Korean. I wouldn't have wanted it in English. I think Korean is the perfect language for this song, especially going with the instrumental. But I think if it would have been in English, or if the Academy would have looked at the English translation for this, if it was nominated, I think it would have really hit home for Academy members, and it would have won a Grammy 100%, because the idea and message behind it of, like, an artist dies twice, once when they give up their passion and their art, and the second time when they, like, actually physically die. That's so powerful, and that resonates with any artist, not just musician, but, like, actor, writer, any art. The background instrumental makes this song alone, like, they didn't have to do anything over this song. They could just release the instrumental and I would listen to it. And I do listen to just the instrumental a lot. But them singing and rapping over it made it so good, so much better. They had very good choreography on this. The instruments in it were addicting to listen to. And that one award show performance, and I can't remember if it was Mama or MMA's. Like, I mix those performances up because it's too many M's and too many A's. Like, y'all, I need you to use different letters, please. But that one performance, y'all know what I'm talking about, where they didn't even sing it. They just danced around, and, like, I think Jungkook lifted up Jimin. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. It looked like it was in water. It's so good. That performance sealed this song as one of the most iconic, best songs of BTS of all time. Filter. This is Jimin's solo song off the Map of the Soul 7 album. I like Filter. Now, Jimin's other solo songs are in this tier, so Filter is, I guess, my least favorite of his solo songs, but I do still like it. I think it suits his voice. I think it's a style that he really wanted to try and that he's really good at. But when you put Filter next to his other two songs, it just, like, those two songs are so iconic and nostalgic to me, and I think maybe Filter will probably grow on me in that way, give it like a year or two, but this is still a very good song, 100%. I have no problems with it. I think it was beautifully done. I think his vocals on it were great. I think the choreography when he performs it is very nice to look at. It is technically the least favorite out of his solo songs for me. My Time, this is Jungkook's solo song off of Map of the Soul 7. It's so good for no reason. He did not have to go this hard on this song. Jungkook's performances of this are so good. The song is so catchy. It has a great meaning. I absolutely 100% hands down love this, and I still listen to it today, like a lot, more than I should. Louder Than Bombs, I like Louder Than Bombs a lot. Like, when I first heard it on the album, it was one of my favorites, but as time has gone on, it's been one of the ones that I've listened to the least, and I'm very confused by that. I don't know why I don't listen to it a lot, because I should, but whenever I do pull it out and listen to it, it hits so hard. It does not age badly. It does not, like, my love for this song doesn't fade. When I put it on, I remember why I like it, and then I forget why I stopped listening to it, and I was like, what am I doing? I need to listen to this more. It has, like, such dark vocals on it, such a dark sound. The chorus is so, like, haunting in a way. I don't know, it's just great. I absolutely love it. On is a pretty big song. It is, like, I guess the antithesis of No, or, you know, kind of a comparison in some ways. I liked On. It's a classic banger of this era. It's not my favorite song off the album. There's a couple solo songs that I like more, but I like On. I think the music video for it was really well done, really well shot. The choreography is really good. The stages are always fun to watch, and they've done so many stages of this, but somehow it never gets boring. Like, they always bring something new. I think performance-wise is where this song really shines. Like, I don't find myself listening to it a lot in Spotify, but if there's a performance of it, I absolutely will be watching it. Like, the performances is where this song really makes its name. Ugh is a very good rap line song. It's like, I mean, are we shocked that the rap line is bringing out bangers? I love the verses. The verses are so good in this song. They're so catchy. Like, I can't praise the verses enough of this song. The reason why it's ranked a little bit lower than it might be for some people is because the chorus of where they're saying ugh, like, it does get a little bit old after time to me, like, just listening to it, so I can't listen to it a lot. But I think the verses were outstanding. And also, I can't play this in my car as well, because I will crash my car in this song as well. I think Hobie's verse in this song was particularly good. 0 o'clock, I think that's what this is. It's a little hard to read, but I think it's 0 o'clock. I like 0 o'clock. It's very pretty, and it just makes me, like, very happy and hopeful, because 0 o'clock is supposed to be, like, the idea of resetting the clock to 0. I mean, at first I didn't understand it. I was very confused. I was like, what's 0 o'clock? And then I remembered, oh yeah, Americans don't use that kind of time. They don't use what we call, like, military time. We literally just, it's like 12 midnight, and then it's like 12:01, and then it goes all the way through the other numbers again, you know, so we don't have a 0, but I really like it. I think the concept of it is what really makes it, this idea that, hey, whatever worry you have today, it's not that big, and it's like, don't worry, it's not the end of the world, because tomorrow you can hit reset on the clock and it'll be 0 o'clock once again, and you have a brand new day to make brand new choices and brand new opportunities. And it really, if I'm upset about something that's happened during the day, I will pull out this song to listen to make me feel a little bit better. Inner Child is V's solo song off of Map of the Soul 7. Inner Child is very, very cute. I like it. It's very, like, inspirational. It's nice. It has a cute meaning to it. It has great vocals. It is cry time for me, because I will cry to this as well. I don't know, I really liked it. I think he did a very good job with this concept in this song, and the lyrics are very nice. If you haven't looked them up, definitely look into them. It's great. And, like, what is that? After, like, towards the end of the song where he says, like, we gonna change, or we gonna change, and it's like, it sounds like there's a choir or a chorus. It's so good, and I really like it, and I don't know, it just makes me feel proud or motivated, like I can do anything. Next is Moon, which is Jin's solo song off of Map of the Soul 7. Moon is so good. I mean, it's a Jin song, so what were we expecting? Like, we knew we were gonna get a vocal legend on the track, and not to mention the meaning of this song, and, like, the idea is so cute, but also kind of depressing, of, like, Yeah, no, it's really depressing remembering what it's about. I think it was about, if I remember correctly, like, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so he is the moon. I think this is the interpretation that I got from it. He is the moon and like army are the earth, and to him, like the earth, if you're the moon, it's everything because it's your center, it's like holding you there. But to the earth, you know, he's like, oh, to you I'm just a moon, you know, so I don't really like matter that much, even though the moon matters a lot to the importance of the earth and how it functions. A vocal legend, a lyric legend, and did we expect any less from Jin? Friends. This is a subunit song between V and Jimin. I'm pretty sure most of y'all are familiar with this song because it is adorable. Friends is so cute that it makes me want to vomit in some ways, like not in a bad way, in a very, very good way. It's just like, it makes me lonely because I don't have a friend that I would sing this about or would sing this to me. These two just, the whole thing is cute, like hello my alien and the you are my soulmate. That's, oh my god, I want to go listen to it now. These two just make me believe in the idea of soulmates, and not in the fact that soulmates don't always have to be a romantic soulmate. They can be friend soulmates that were destined to meet and destined to go through life together. It's 100% so cute, and I love this song. Respect is a subunit song off of Map of the Soul 7. Respect is very good. I like, you know, it's not my favorite subunit song off the album because it's ranked a little bit lower, but I can appreciate it for what it is. I think it has a very nice old hip-hop kind of sound, and the sample used on it is really good. I like the sample on it at the beginning, and I think it might be in other parts of the song as well. But overall, a good song, but it's on an album with a lot of my favorites, so it is ranked a little bit lower than the rest of the album, but still iconic nonetheless. We Are Bulletproof the Eternal. Okay, I need to talk about this for a little bit. This song, I completely forgot it existed for a minute. And I don't know how I did that because you know what? I said what I said. We Are Bulletproof the Eternal is the best BTS song to me. And I went into this ranking convinced that I was going to rank Black Swan as the best song to me. I knew. I was like, Black Swan's gonna be the best title track, hands down, and like Run is gonna be up there, and I Need You will probably be up there. Like, I knew what songs were probably gonna be in the top. This is not one I expected because I forgot that it existed. And yes, I need shamed for that, because how could I forget? But We Are Bulletproof the Eternal. If you have been an ARMY for a long time, not even for a long time, but especially if you're an ARMY for a long time, like I've been with them since debut. So to hear this song and to hear all the lyrics and like their voices and to have the meaning behind it, it is the most important like BTS song to me, and it does make me cry, like genuinely cry a lot, because the little animated video they did for it was so cute, and the song in general is just so like depressing but beautiful, because I mean it's just a chronicle of the entire journey of ARMY and BTS. Even though I listen to Black Swan more, I will sit here and say I listen to a lot of these more than I do We Are Bulletproof the Eternal, but I think at the end of the day, We Are Bulletproof has such a strong meaning for me, and I think for other ARMYs, that I do have to put it up here or else y'all are gonna kill me. Outro Ego is Hobie's solo song on this album. I love it. Hobie went off on this song. Now I will say the pacer test vibes at the beginning does still activate my fight or flight when I cut this song on, but overall the song makes me very happy and very hopeful. And I mean, what else would we expect from him? Like watching the music video and seeing the pictures of him when he's like young. Oh, it's so cute. It's so adorable. And the ending chorus, I guess, or like where the song just sounds so full during that part. It's so great. And I think Adora was the person at the end of this song as well. I might be wrong, but I think she was. And if she was, Queen energy, because she popped off on Seesaw and now she's popping off on Ego. On featuring Sia. Now y'all know this is trash and you cannot defend this song. And I don't understand why it's trash. Hear me out. Because I did tell you guys in part 1 that there was going to be one song in here, and this is the song that's there. I don't know why I don't like this, but a lot of ARMY don't like it. And I don't understand why I don't. Because On is a good song. As we've established, it's up here, it's very good, so why does this suck? Because it's not even Sia's fault, really, because she can sing. I'm not like saying Sia can't sing, so she ruined the song, because she has a lot of songs that are very popular that I've listened to and enjoyed, and I think she has a good voice. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like she can't sing. But I guess my problem with it is that maybe her voice didn't really go with BTS or go with this song, or maybe she was too loud on the chorus. But it's just like, and maybe it's because this is On, like, featuring Sia Sia, and she didn't really have like a verse or anything. It was just kind of like singing over the chorus. So why would you listen to this when you have Regular on? You know what I mean? I don't know. If you guys like this song, explain to me why you like it. But I guarantee you almost no ARMY likes it more than the Regular on. And if you do, please tell me why. I would love to know. Life Goes On is all around just so wholesome after everything that happened the past year with, you know, the pandemic around the world. BTS releasing this song and the album as a whole was really meaningful to everyone. It's very hopeful. It's very nice. It's a nice video. I think Jungkook was like the director or shot some of the scenes of the video, or might even the whole video, but I know he had something to do with that, and the video was beautiful, and it was very just like an all-around sweet message. Fly to My Room, to be honest, I haven't listened to a lot of the B-sides off this album like a whole lot. Like, not saying they're bad, because I do enjoy them thoroughly when I listen to them. I've just been really busy recently, so I haven't had that much time to listen to all of these as much as I have the older songs, but I do think the subunit was really good, and I liked the message of the song. I think the song had a nice vibe, and the high note was really good on it as well. Blue and Gray, this is the BTS song that is written by V, I think he wrote this one. Blue and Gray is so good. It was my favorite off the album when the album was first released. Now I think I have a different favorite, but Blue and Gray is that bitch. We're really in crying hours now. Like, it's really depresso time. Depresso Espresso is here. The vocals on this song are beautiful. The lyrics are beautiful. The meaning, the rap, like, I mean, what do you want me to say? You guys have heard it. You know it's cute. Telepathy is a straight up bop. Like, it's a straight up banger. And I honestly wasn't crazy about the song at first. Like, I didn't hate it, but it just wasn't my favorite off the album. But now, going back to it, I cannot stop listening to this song. It's so good, and I slept on it the first go around with this album. But I'm so happy I went back and like really listened to it and gave it a try, because it's one of my favorites. Disease. Well, here's Hobie's song. I mean, literally, he took this song and just made it his own, and he really shined through this. He said, "It's my moment, bitches. Get ready to listen. Like, this does not deserve to be slept on. I want many performances to this song, please. As many as possible, because it's so good." And can I talk about the line, like, where I think it might be Jungkook, when he says sick and tired, and he goes off on that line. That was iconic from him. Stay. This is another subunit that I love. They were great together. I think it was Jin, RM, and Jungkook. And this is my favorite song off of this album, and you can fight me on that. This bangs so hard. Like, I know a lot of people probably don't like it because it has an EDM kind of like house vibe to it, and to be honest, I don't usually like those kind of songs that are focused on this like drop rather than just a good chorus. But this song was good, and I could get past that EDM stuff because it actually sounded like really good. It made me want to go to a club and like dance around and jump around with this playing. By the way, since we're talking about clubs and this being a club banger, do K-pop clubs exist? Let me know. I feel like they would, because that's such a good idea. And if they don't exist, y'all prepare, because I'm opening one up. Like, this club where you go, like, obviously when we can all go back to clubs after Miss Corona is done with her world tour. A K-pop club that plays nothing but K-pop songs. Like, can you imagine? It plays Stay, Fire, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. It plays all these bangers by all these different groups. Like, they're busting out all the goldies, oldies, goldies. It's so good. I hope those exist, because if they do, I'm going to one. Dynamite. I like Dynamite, but this ranking might piss a few people off, because I know it's a pretty popular song amongst fans. It's iconic. Like, 100% what it's doing for the boys in the industry. It is 100% that bitch. But it's not my favorite song from them, and I will admit that. And I will also, like I said, I'll admit what it's done for the group. It's done a lot. It's put them on the map even more than before. Like, if they can get put on the map anymore, you know? They're already at the top. Now they're just, like, showing off. I played it on the radio all the time where I lived. They constantly played this song. It's just not my favorite BTS title track, and it was, I think, my least favorite song off the album. Now, for the last 3 songs that we're going to be ranking, I don't actually have the little things for them, so I'm just going to have to tell you where they would go. So firstly, I'm going to rank, I think, Film Out, the Japanese release. Thinking about where it's going, I'm doing this on the fly. I think I reviewed it on my channel, so you guys probably know my feelings about it, and it's very beautiful. The high notes on it, I would say it's definitely in this tier. I haven't listened to it in a minute, so it's a little hard to tell exactly where it would go. For now, I'm going to say right here, right under Jamais Vu and right before Still With You, but again, this could change just because I haven't heard it in a while and I might be forgetting how good it is, but I think right here is where I would put Film Out. Next, Butter, an iconic release. I loved Butter. I also did a review on my channel of that, so if you want to know my feelings on that more in depth, you can definitely go and watch that. It was better than Dynamite to me. and Butter is definitely in this tier. I would say Butter would probably go here at the very bottom of the Bust This Out at My Funeral tier, in between Bapse and 8 featuring Suga. I would say right here is a good spot for it. It can grow and probably will to be one of the classics for me, but right now, just because it hasn't been released for a long time, I can't really compare it to iconic ones like Run or I Need You or Stigma, you know. Permission to Dance is the last one that we're going to be ranking because it's the most recent one. I think with each English comeback they do, they're getting better and better at the English comebacks, and my Permission to Dance review will be up whenever I post that month's review, which hopefully should be soon. I think I would put Permission to Dance right here, underneath Butterfly, but above Microcosmos. Maybe it's just because it's new, so it's a little high up for me, or maybe it'll grow on me even more and join this kind of row right here. And with that, I guess that will be the final ranking. Please, for the love of God, never let me do this for another big group ever again. The other two groups I did before this were Blackpink and TXT, and they do not have a long discography. BTS has a huge discography. Never let me do this for a group with a big discography again, because I about cried 50 times making this video. I will post any announcements or anything I need to say in the pinned comment below, so you can definitely read that because it'll have some important stuff about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.